The college basketball season is over and ended with different levels of disappointment. Duke made the Final Four. UNC barely made the tournament. NC State didn't even make the ACC tournament. Next season will bring coaching changes, refreshed rosters, and a whole lot of money from NIL. I wanted to find out what the Triangle's teams need to do to get back in the spotlight next season. So I took a trip down to Murph's Turf. All right, Murph, how we doing, buddy?
Hey, Dan.
Let's tear the Band-Aid off right away and talk about the Duke loss in the Final Four. And is it as catastrophic for fans as it feels? And I say that because of how different college basketball is nowadays. You can have an amazing roster one year, and then the next year, due to the NBA or the portal or a million other factors, it looks entirely different.
Yeah, this loss would hurt anyway. Up 14 in the Final Four, where you think you have the best team in the country, and to lose in the way they lost, I think that loss would have stung for Duke anyhow. But when you realize it was the last shot for Cooper Flagg, likely the last shot with Con Knipple, the last shot with Malawach, it really feels like Duke squandered an opportunity because of what you said. These guys are 3 NBA lottery picks, and who knows where all the spare parts are going to go. They could all hit the portal. Duke could have to rebuild its entire roster, just like it did last offseason once again. Now they have a great recruiting class coming in, but as we saw this year, that's no guarantee that they're going to win it.
And I think looking at NC State is a good example of that. NC State had a great year, goes to the Final Four, and then this year they don't even make the ACC championship, the ACC tournament. Is this what we are expecting from college basketball nowadays, this annual rebuild of a program?
Yeah, no doubt. I think that the rosters are going to, we think back to Duke, right? When they won their first championships in 91 and 92, that same team, the main characters of that team had lost the title game in 1990. They stuck together for 3 more years to win 2 titles. That's just not going to happen these days. Whether it's the NBA with one and dones, whether it's the transfer portal, even your spare parts, even guys who are coming off the bench who might be key contributors the next year, they're going to have better offers somewhere else.
NC State is hanging their hat on a new coach, though. They seem very excited about this guy. Should they be this excited? And why is this such a huge grab for them?
It's hard to remember a time when people were this excited about NC State basketball before the season. Certainly the run to the Final Four got people energized, but Will Wade has brought a new enthusiasm to this program. He's won everywhere he's been. He won at Chattanooga. He won at VCU. He won at LSU. He certainly won at McNeese State. And I think fans see that as he's going to finally rise or elevate NC State to a place where they can compete with Duke and Carolina and some of the other teams in the ACC. Plus, he comes in at a time when, NIL matters a whole lot, so you can rebuild really quickly, and at a time when the rest of the ACC outside of Duke is down.
UNC, they had a year that, they barely made the tournament. Sure, they won a game, but this is a fan base that wants national championships. They don't want to just be part of the party. Give us an idea of what they are looking toward in the next year, how the portal is affecting them, and what's on the line for their head coach.
Yeah, I think this is a make or break year for Hubert Davis. He cannot afford another season where there's all bubble talk throughout February and into early March. This team has to be solidly in the NCAA tournament, and that's going to require a lot of work done in the portal. Already the team has lost Elliot Cadeau, their starting point guard. They've lost their center, Jalen Washington. They've lost a talented freshman in Ian Jackson. So they're going to have to rebuild through the portal. They've added some pieces, but there are still a lot of roster construction to be done in Chapel Hill. And this is, like we've talked about, a one-year rebuild. This is going to have to be a quick rebuild for Hubert Davis and the Tar Heels.
All right. Thanks, Murph.
Thank you.
Later, buddy.